Number 10, y minus 57 equals px. The given equation relates the positive numbers px and y. Which equation correctly expresses y in terms of p and x? Anytime you have a problem that says which equation expresses this variable in terms of all these other variables, all they're wanting you to do is to get that variable, the named variable, all by its lonesome on the left, and then everything else over on the other side. They are not asking you to solve for this variable in the normal sense when we think of solve as in, oh, I need to figure out that y is equal to 2/3 or whatever. Sometimes, though, they will still use that same language. They will say solve for y. And that can be confusing to students because they think they need to find out the numerical value of y or x or whichever variable they're choosing. But that's not what it means. If you just have a single equation and you have multiple variables, it is impossible to find the numerical value of one of those variables. You can't do it. You have to have as many equations as you have variables. So this one has 3 variables. If you needed to solve for the 3 of them, you would need 3 equations showing different relationships between them. That is just how it works. So in this case, we only have one equation. We want to solve for y, or which one expresses y in terms of, that's a very key one, in terms of p and x. So let's get y all by itself on the left. So we're starting with y minus 57 equals p of x. The only thing that's on y's side is minus 57. So to undo that, to get that term over on the right-hand side, we need to do the opposite. Here we are subtracting 57, so we want to do the opposite, which is adding 57. And in algebra, we always have to be balanced. We always have to do it to both sides because it is equal to each other. So we have to do the same thing on both sides to keep that equal in place. On the left now, those 57s have canceled out, and I just have my y. And on the right, I have p times x plus 57. That's all I have to do. The y is by itself on the left. Everything else is on the right. And then I find the answer that matches, and that is b. It is very common for these kind of problems to include more than one step. It just is. This is unusual in that it only has a single step. An example of a 2-step problem would be 2x plus 5 equals, let's say, w plus y. Solve for x, or express x in terms of w and y. And here you would have to get rid of that 5 by subtracting 5 from both sides. And after you did that, you'd just have the 2x on the left. You would need to divide everything by 2 to isolate it. And the final little example is just a little bonus information here that I'm going to give you. Are things in this sort of format. C divided by A equals B, and they'll say solve for A. And people go, how do I get rid of the C when the A's on the bottom? I don't get this. It's a little bit of a trick. You have to move the A over here first, and then you can isolate it. So you need to undo this divide by A, multiplying by A on both sides. And then you can get A by itself because you have C equals A times B. You can divide both sides by B, and then you're going to get that A is equal to C over B. So that's quick, but that's a little rundown of the other ways that they can present this type of problem on the SAT. But for this one, 10, it is B.
Hey guys, it's Alyssa, and if you're looking for more SAT or PSAT help, go to mathwithalyssa.com. There you can get over 25 hours of test prep. This is for both math and reading and writing, both sections. They also come with practice questions, downloadable study guides, and more. Links to everything are in the description down below. Leave me a comment if you have any questions about this video or any suggestions for future videos. I'm all ears. And if this video was helpful or useful in any way, please let the algorithm know about it. Like, share, comment, subscribe. You know the drill. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you have a great day. See you later. Bye. And I think I slapped my leg because that's something you do. Why do I slap my leg? Why am I slapping my leg as I'm talking? Who knows? I don't know.